Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're playing Elevator Action, an old NES game that we're going to be playing ported over. I think this game would actually work well enough on Game Boy to be viable as something fun to play. I don't remember it overly well. I can't remember what you need to do in this game for whatever reason. Oh, we got squished. But like I said, this is definitely a game that you can easily play. I mean, there's nothing advanced about the game. It's a very basic... So I believe the thing is we need to get 4 of these. I mean, all in all, the game is a very basic, simple little game, but I think actually being a port over is not really that bad of a game because of how basic and simple it is. So that's what I thought. I was trying to do the question marks earlier, but it wasn't allowing me to do it. Luckily, bullets are very slow in this game. And the AI is stupid and won't duck. Okay. I say that now we upgrade everything into getting die. Ah. I mean, as far as things go, it's definitely not the worst game out there. And as far as ports go, also not the worst that we've played. Definitely a game that works well for being on Game Boy. It doesn't require a lot. It's a very basic, simple game with enough playability to be enjoyable for some for a while. I mean, this is I believe an old school arcade game that was brought over to NES and is now on Game Boy. Because unfortunately, Game Boy did not have a ton of originals. I think a lot of majority of games for Game Boy were ports. But I mean, this is the game. There is really nothing else to say about it. You just we got a machine gun. That's funny. Alright, so there's nothing up here. We gotta go the other way. So, I mean, it's... I like that you can shoot out the lights and make everything dark. I mean, it doesn't really do a whole lot, but I mean, it's something there. We got grenades now. Ah. Grenades suck. Honestly, the grenades are awful. That's the upside about it, but the downside is everything else. Like that's why it's a question mark. It's like you might get something good, or you get grenades, and grenades are not a. Alright, let's get something better than grenades, hopefully. Alright, good. I mean, that's all that matters, is not having grenades. So I think we're going to avoid all other question marks, because I do not want to deal with that again. And it's unnecessary, so why put yourself through the trouble, right? We fell to our death. The only issue I kind of have is going in the doors and everything actually becomes a little bit of an issue sometimes, where it's not as responsive as you would like. It's like, about time, dude. I'm trying to go down the elevator. Or the escalator. Like, keep trying and it just takes forever to get into the elevator. And then we're done. And now we just get to the bottom. I mean, the higher the level, just the more elaborate the levels get. Ah. And then voila, we are done with it. So that's elevator action. I mean, like I said, it's a very basic, simple game. I mean, I find it kind of hard to really get into these kind of games where they're fun for a minute and then it just becomes more of the same. There's very little change in anything really in it. But all in all, it's a good port over from the NES into the system. I think it works well for Game Boy. It's something basic that you can kind of screw around on, waste some time in between things. You're not too worried about a lot of stuff. No passwords or anything, which is disappointing. I mean, I've said it before. Most Game Boy games honestly should have some kind of password or save function, added into the game, because you're not able to devote as much time as just sitting on it as you would a console for the most part. It's not necessarily true, but Game Boy is more, where you're out and about and, short bursts of playing for like 10, 20, 30 minutes, maybe an hour here and there. And, to go through a lot of these games and have to turn off the thing for whatever reason is very disappointing when you're running out of batteries or whatever the case may be, to lose all your progress because there's no feature for saving or anything. So a little disappointing. I would like to see that even in a game as basic as this. I mean, you are still trying to progress through the game. and to the fact that you're going to just be done and have to start all over if you run out of batteries, if your parents make you shut the game off, or for whatever reason. I would like to see, as you progress, at least a simple, basic little password system like you see in so many games. I mean, I can't say how difficult it is to implement. It's probably very difficult. But, you know, it would have been nice to see something like that. I mean, if you're porting it over, to be able to do something. But I understand that's probably a very labor intensive, but I just feel like all Game Boy games to some degree really need to have that in order to be a really functionable Game Boy game, more so than anything else because of the nature of Game Boy in and of itself. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining. Until next one, have a good one.